Hey guys, this morning we're going to be working on some elf clothes. I know Christmas is next week, but I thought you guys might want to watch me sew some elf clothes for the elf. And the elf we have is the same exact size as that one that sits up on a shelf in your house. I can't say its name. Anyway, you get it. It's that elf that sits uh, your shelves that's in your house or on your fire mantle. The one you move around. Anyway, we're gonna make clothes that fit that little booger. And these are my designs. I've had them for several years. I just haven't ever done a tutorial on them. Um, so now I'm gonna do a tutorial and show you how to do some elf clothes. So we're going to be working with a 5x7 hoop. I've already got my stabilizer in. I'm working with a Janome 500E embroidery machine. And we're going to we're going to do the sweatshirt first, and it's going to say warm hugs. And I'm going to do it in white. And I cut my material big enough to cover my hoop because this sweatshirt goes from that side to that side. And also, when you put your fabric in, don't look at my fabric, it's got fuzz on it. But it is just white fleece. And when you put it in here, the sweatshirt, like I said, it's going to lay side to side because it couldn't go this way. It was too small. I had to make it long ways. So when you put it in here, I don't know if you noticed, the fleece has a stretch side, and then it has the side that doesn't stretch. See here, it don't stretch at all, and this one really stretches. So you're going to lay it in just like this, fuzzy side up. Now, I'm not going to run a placement line. I'm going to skip my placement line that I normally do on my stabilizer, just to try to help with the video and to get it going a little faster. But if you need a placement line, go for it, run it. So I'm going to skip my placement line, and I'm going to go right into just doing my tack down for my sweatshirt. Well, it's actually just doing the lines that are going across the bottom of your sweatshirt and your arm and your neck. And that'll hold it in place. Now we're going to go in and do our words, warm hugs. Just pick my foot up. And I'm going to go with green for the word warm and red for the word hugs. But you can do yours any color you want. If I get my finger on my thread, we'll be alright. Okay, we're finishing up here on the hugs. Alright. Now, oops, I bumped you. Sorry. Now, it's coming down here to do the final tack down. It's going to start at the sleeve. So I'm going to put some white thread back on. So, what I do here, let me show you. Let me get this thread on here. Now, I'll go ahead and take my hoop off because I'm right here at this corner and my foot hits my hoop when it's right here in the corner. So I just move everything up and I go ahead and do my thread in here and I pick my foot back up because too you're going to have this out because I'm going to cut some threads off here that's hanging out. And the reason I pull it out here is because you're going to go ahead and put your back fabric on and make sure you're putting it fuzzy side down and just get your fabric lined up as best you can here because that way you know it's going to cover everything, and then you just stick it back under. I'm grabbing another thread from somewhere and just hit start. This is going to be your final tack down. And it's going to skip your neck and your sleeves. So come here and it's going to stop. And it's going to skip over the neck because you have to have a neck hole. It's going to do the other sleeve, the outside of the sleeve. Come down here, it's going to skip and make a hole for your sleeve for the hand to come out. Hanging on something there. Hang on. I don't know what we were doing. Let me check it under here. I think it lost its bobbin. It did. Let me get this bobbin fixed here. Doing something crazy with the bobbin. Now, got that straightened out. Get our thread pulled back up here, and I'm gonna walk it back there we go. Walk it back just a couple there to make sure we sew it good. It's gonna skip over your bottom, leaving the hole for the legs to come out, the body. And that's it. That's how you make a sweatshirt. I call mine sweatshirts, and a lot of other people call them sweaters. But mine are out of fleece, so I'm calling them sweatshirts. So we're going to go ahead and take this one off the hoop. Set your hoop aside. Go ahead and remove all your stabilizer, because you don't need it. And then you cut this out. And I've laid my scissors somewhere. There we go. And what I do here is I cut, let's cut across the bottom first. I always leave a little bit of extra right below my stitch lines there. And then come up here to the bottom. Right across the bottom. Just go right below your stitch lines. You want to leave a little bit there. You don't have to cut yours like I'm cutting mine though. I'm just going straight across the bottom. Now I'm going to come up in here and do the sleeves. And just go right along the edge there. And then make your cut all the way to the underarm. Like that. And then you come over here and do this side just all the way up till your piece comes out. Go all the way up without cutting your stitches. And then come in here as close as you can and get your little piece. You don't want a bunch of selvage hanging over in there because you don't want it real bulky. So just cut it right next to your stitches, just like so. Voila. There's your little sweatshirt. And see, it stretches. Remember, it has to stretch from side to side. And then we're going to turn it inside out. And you may need the help of your scissors here to do your little sleeves. Just be careful. There we go. Come over here and get this sleeve. Do your sleeves first. Finish turning. And then we've got some little threads here that I didn't see. And I'm going to trim out. These are so tiny in here, so you just have to be careful. And if you wanted to, you could probably leave them. It's just an elf sweatshirt. So, okay. That's your little sweatshirt. And it's going to look, it's going to have like little slits on the sides where the material met right there. Now the best, I'll have to show you too how to put these on. And I'll do that in just a little bit. There's two ways you can do it. So, but we're going to go ahead and finish up making the rest of the clothes, and then I'll show you how to put them on them. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get my stabilizer and stuff in my hoop for our next project, and I will be right back. So go ahead and get your hoop with stabilizer, excuse me, a hiccup. Get your hoop with your stabilizer ready to go. Okay, I'm back. Got my fabric on. I'm using a microfiber fuzzy cloth. I don't know if you can see the fuzziness. It comes from Dollar Tree, and it is one for the automotive part. It makes a really good fuzzy looking material. It's not like your normal microfiber. So now we're going to do the skirt. And the skirt's a little different. We're not going to put a top fabric on because there is no hole to turn it. It's just a bottom and a top, and we'll actually have to turn our hoop over and put the fabric on the back side. So let's go ahead and get this done. Let's see, we're going to be running, oops, I can tell you what we're running. We're going to be running the tack down. Or actually, it's probably a placement stitch, but it doesn't matter. made these since last year, so bear with me. Okay, now we're going to do our deer, and I'm going to put him in black, just like if it was a poodle skirt. You know how the little poodles on the pink skirts are black? So I'm just going to run the deer in black. You can run him in brown too. It wouldn't matter. You make it what you want to make it. I lost my thread. I haven't done that in a while. Let's go ahead and get our needles threaded and hit start. I think I slid y'all down, didn't I? There we go. Just discovered this microfiber towel this year, so and that it makes really good stuff, but I've never embroidered on it, so we'll just have to see how it runs. Well, actually I did online. I embroidered a little bit of it on one of my Snouser lovies. I did it with the beard and it done great, so we'll just have to see how it's going to work. It's kind of a learning curve. Okay. Yeah, it's on there. You can see it. But we could probably run it again since I haven't used it on this. If you're going to use this microfiber, I would say run it this design one more time. Let's go back to it. I'm going to run it again just so I can see it better. Just because I want it to be more pronounced in that fur. So I'm going to go ahead and just stop you. I'm going to make you watch this again. Up on the little deer, and he does look much better. You can see the little leash, or yeah, it's supposed to be a leash. You can see it a lot better in there. Okay, now I'm going to take the black off and put white back on. Oops. There we go. And it's going to run the skirt, the center of the skirt. It's going to go around the body. We have to cut a hole out in here. And you know what? I forgot to put the back fabric on. I'm telling you, I forgot. I ain't done this in a while. Anyway, here's your deer. Isn't that cute? And we gotta go ahead and go put our back fabric on. And we're gonna put the fabric on with the bad side to the stabilizer. You want your fuzzy side out. And I'm just going to turn mine over. I'm not even going to tack it down. A lot of people tack them down. But I'm just going to lay mine like that and hold it with my fingers. I think it'll go on there just fine. Yeah, it stayed. Check it from the back side too. Just to be on the safe side. Yep, it's there. Yep, we're good. It stayed. So I'm going to go back and do my center one more time. And now it's going to go do the outline. Okay. These are really simple and easy to make designs. So now we're completed. I'm going to get this thread cut here. Okay. Now we're going to take our design, our little skirt out of our hoop here. And if you noticed, I was using a square hoop because my machine sees a 5x5 size design as a square hoop, but 5x5 will still fit in your 5x7s. So, and what we're going to do here is you can take out what stabilizer you don't need. Just tear it around from all around the edges here, and just lay it to the side. And you should have this. Should have a back and a front, and have two pieces together, just like so. Okay. I don't think I can back off any with you guys. But anyway, we're just going to cut it out. Just go right around it and just leave you a little bit of selvage around the... You don't want it super bulky, but you leave what you want, but just don't cut your stitches. Alright, let's go back and just like I missed a piece here. Don't know how I done that, but I did. Now, okay, got that. Now we're going to go in here into the center. I'm going to fold it, is what I do. And I just cut a slit right in the center of it, like so. See there, and I get my scissors in, and I'm going to go to the wall here, to the stitch, and just cut right around in here, and just don't cut your lines. But you want to cut as close as you can to your stitches. And then you can just go back in and trim up. Okay. That's all it is. And then this just slides up on your elf. It doesn't. You just have to have that there. This does give a little bit right here. See? So there you go. And then this slides right up on the elf. But I'll show you how to do all that in just a little bit as soon as we get these done. Okay. Alrighty, and just get your hoop ready again. Let's see what we gotta have here. We're gonna do the boots. I'm gonna use my square hoop, but you can use your 5x5 hoop. Be fine. Okie dokie. Be right back. Alrighty, guys. It's gonna do just like the sweatshirt. It's gonna run the little tack downs, you know, like at the top, and yeah, the top of each boot will have like a little tack down, and then you're gonna fold your fabric over. I just got mine one long length, as you can see here, and then all I gotta do is fold it over. So, okay, gonna go ahead and run this. Well, I'm sorry, it's gonna do your tack down. So I'll just go ahead and put my full fabric in my hoop. That way I don't have to worry about it. Just on both boots. Actually, this is a placement. It's not really your tack down. So the next one is going to be those your little tack down strips that I should have waited. I should let that run on my stabilizer. This tack down or the placement stitch. I don't know what I was thinking again. But anyway, now we're going to go in here and do little tack downs across the tops of each boot. Yep, that's your tack down right there. I just cut a string off of that one. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this string off here. Now, all you got to do, if you got your fabric fully, like I got mine, all you got to do is fold your fabric over. And put your foot down and hit start. Alright, we're just going to remove this from our hoop. You're going to remove all your stabilizer from both boots. And then you're just going to cut your boots out the same as you did the sweatshirt. Let me get some of these threads going here. I always like to cut from this side, the one that you see all those stitchings where it's all the way down, and just go right around them. Just like so, and then you come in here. I left a little bit right here in this, and I'm gonna go in and make a dart straight into that, so it'll turn real good right there. Now, coming on around here and just leave you a little bit of a selvage or seam allowance away from your stitch. So, I'm come around here and go ahead and that's a piece of stabilizer there. Find my stitch. Just make sure I don't cut my stitch and go straight into that. And then you trim this down a little bit more. This stuff likes to shed. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this little boot. It's going to be kind of tough. But you can get them turned. You'll need the help of your scissors to turn these little boots. But once you get them turned, they're cute. Sorry guys, it's hard for me to hold it way over in front of me like this and show you how to turn them. And I keep wanting to do what's natural and pull it to me. There we go. There it comes in. Now I'm gonna get my scissors and push the rest of the way through. Just being careful. There's your little boot for your elf. Is that not cute? Alright, I'm going to get the other one turned and go ahead and get your stabilizer, and I think we're probably going to back to the, I'll be going back to my 5x7 hoop, I think. Let's see. Yes. We're going to be doing the wrap, and I'll be back on my 5x7 hoop. Okay? See you back here in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Got my stabilizer in my hoop. We're doing the wrap, and I'm going to run my placement stitch before I forget again. It's running diagonal. This is white thread, so you're probably not going to be able to see it real well. Okay. But like I said, if you always cut your fabric big anyway, you'll be okay. You won't have to worry about anything. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I want to. This stuff does not stretch, so it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter on this anyway. So we're going to go ahead and lay it down here, like this in here. I'm just going to get it right on top of my, there we go, just like so. And go ahead and drop your foot, leave your white thread in because you're good. It's going to do the lines in the middle of the wrap. Okay, now we're going to do our final tack down. So what we're going to do is move our thread out of the way. I've already got a little piece cut here. I'm just going to lay it across here. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley guarantee. and it will leave an opening for you to turn your wrap when it's done. I barely caught it right there, but he caught it. Okay, so he's gonna. That's it. And it left an opening right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off my stabilizer. Remove all my stabilizer. Right here's your opening. Let's go in here and get all these little stabilizer pieces out. And right here where you're going to turn it, I'm going to go ahead and cut this placement line out. But right here, I'm going to make cuts right up to it where it stopped. Like that. I made cuts right up to where the opening is. I hope you guys can see. It's hard for me to... Anyway, made cuts right there, up to that line and up to that line, where it stopped for the opening. I'm just going to trim this off right here. But it still left the piece there. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go ahead and cut as close as you can, just not cutting your stitches. And cut all around your wrap. All the way around back to the opening. Now right here at your opening, so you can see how I left this long, and that's when we turn it. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing turned. And then you take these, it'll be easier to stuff down in. And that's where you're going to sew it shut. So there is a little sewing on this one. You're just going to sew it shut here. And it does require a snap if you want to keep it snapped around your elf. Like so. Her head will be through here. And I always put a little snap on them right in here. That way it just snaps around her shoulders. And I'll show you how to do that too. So let's go to the machine and sew this. And then we'll get some snaps put on it. See you over at the machine. Okay, I'm back. And I apologize, I did not get it to record where I sewed this, but I used some gray thread so you guys could actually see it. I just sewed it shut right here. See that little bit of gray? I use a real light gray thread. That way, but we can turn it over and you'll not even never see it when we put it on the elf. It'll be on the bottom side here. But I wanted you to be able to see that I did sew that spot shut right there. Okay, now we're going to put the snap on it. I'm just using my hand snap thing, cam snap. And you're going to have a male and a female side. Got to have this side, which is the female. And you got to have a male side. Looks just like that. And then you got to have these two pieces here. And we just want to get my elf out here. But it's going to be the one wearing it. And like I said, I want to put that stitch to the bottom. And I just want to put this around her, like so. So I want the snap to be up here in this top corner. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put a little hole right in here. Stick my piece right on there. And I think I want my male one to be on top. So I'm going to go ahead and put the male one on here. You just have to get your flat side of your big part here to be on the bottom. It lays right in here. And we just push her down. Hope I didn't break it. Heard it crunch. It didn't make a good sound. We'll see if it works. If it don't, I can take it back off. Ain't no big thing. So you gotta have the other one in this corner. But the snap has to be opposite. You gotta have this one opposite. So your white will be on the back side. See here? I'm on the back side. And my female part will go here on the top side. Because you want your female part and your male parts to be able to snap. Just push her down. Now let's see if it's going to work. Hope I didn't break that thing. Nope, I believe I broke it. No, it snapped. It snapped. Okay. Just didn't hear it snap. I guess because there's so much. Yeah, it snapped. It worked fine. Good. Okay, I thought I broke it. Okay. So we're going to put it on her. Just like so. And just snap them together. And there's your wrap. That's what she looks like with her wrap. Isn't that cute? Now, I'm just going to take it off of her for a moment. Because we're going to put on her skirt. And all I do with the skirt is I just put it from the bottom of her legs. And I just work it up on her butt. Because she's got a fat little butt. See it? And that's all it is for the skirt. That's how you get it on there. Let me undo her hands. I forgot they're, when they come new like that, they're together. And we're going to have them apart anyway. I gotta cut that knot right there. Now I'll go in here and get them. Now we can get that thread out of there. Now our arms are apart. So that's your little skirt. And of course then you have your wrap on. Like so. And then we can put her boots on. And they just slide right up on her. Not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. Look at that. She looks all comfy, don't she? And cozy. Alright, we're going to take this wrap off and we're going to put her sweatshirt on her. So we're going to take all this back off. Because there's two ways you can do this. You can work it up from her butt, her legs. You just have to get it up here and get it over her butt. And if her butt is fat and it won't go over her butt, which I think we can get it over. We just have to put her down flat and push on her and just keep pushing her hips down in there. And then you work it up on her. Just keep working it, working it. And then you come in here and you get up here to her top, she gets smaller. And you can actually open this up here and stick her hands down in. And you still may have to put a dart in here, and that might be what we're going to do. We're going to check that out here in just a second, though. Now we're going to pull this back off, and we're going to come this way over her head. Now her head is as big as her butt, and her head don't give like her butt. So you can come over her head, and you're going to get here to her hat, and you're going to find that you can't get it over her head. The best thing to do is come in here and make you a little dart. And we'll make sure we're straight, so I'm going to pull it back off, and I'm going to make a little dart. It doesn't hurt the sweatshirt at all, it just helps you get over her. And I'm going to take that cut down about a ½ inch there. Yeah, it's about a ½ inch cut. It does help make this give. See here, makes it bigger. And we can go back over her head. This is one of the biggest questions I get. How do you get those sweatshirts on? Very carefully. See here, it went over her head that way. Now, you know I didn't put my mic on, guys. I bet y'all are having issues hearing me. Let me stick this mic on, see if this helps. Okay, now can you hear me better? I'm going to hook me right here on my pocket. Okay. Now, very carefully, her arms do bend, and that's the best thing in the world, because we're going to come up in here, and we're going to push her hand, and work it with your thumb, and work it with this thumb back here at the back. We're going to keep working them. Now I'm going to work the sleeve up here till I can get her hand. And then I'm going to pull on her hand and pull the sleeve up on her like that. Now we're going to do the other one the same way. We're going to come over here. Get her up to the sleeve. And go ahead and push her into the sleeve there, her arm, with my thumb back here at the back. Then I'm going to come down here and work the sleeve up on her. I said I was. I'm going to work it up here till I can find her hand, and I got it. Hold up here and just pull. And let's just pull it down on her. And that's probably the easiest way to get them on them. And just spread it out here. And there she is with her sweatshirt. Now, we can even go back and put her skirt on. And her boots. Now, get her boots on her. Okay. Got them on there good. Yep. And now we're going to come back here with this. This little elf is going to be good and warm. Look at that. Is that not the cutest thing in the world? She is going to be cozy and good and warm. And nobody, I'm going to cut, I got a thread back here I'm going to get. Well, I thought I was going to get it. Now, got a pink thread there. I don't know where I've got a pink thread in it. But anyway, she is cute. And she is ready to go. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this tutorial and hope it helps. And especially with getting those sweatshirts on those elves. So, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys. Bye bye.